This is The Stable. Wrestling Podcast's cream of the crop.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Stable, coming to you from the compound. As always, I'm Jose Moore, joined by the Shy Buffalo. And today, I'm joined by Jon Whigham.
That's me.
So he is starting to be our premium live event co-host, which is amazing. I think the last two live events that have been on, we had him on here, so it's such a pleasure.
Thanks for having me, guys, as always.
So it's the day off. It's November 25th,
yeah.
Survivor Series.
Did you watch Smackdown last night?
I did watch Smackdown. You guys were there live, so I missed that. How was the energy in the crowd?
Well, first,
A lot of CM Punk chants.
let's put a little salt in the wound. So let's go there.
Let's go there. Let's talk about it.
So Jose and I were holding off for our Survivor Series tickets, and you're sitting in section
216.
Oh, man, you called him out specifically.
Row C. I bought tickets the day that they went on sale, and you know I had to wait in queue and do the whole thing. Took an hour to get.
You won the lottery.
I even called my cousin. I was like, "Hey, do you even want these tickets here, or should we wait?" He was like, "Man, I just want to be in the building. Let's do it." I was like, "Okay, let's do it." So we paid $313.26.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I've never been able to get those tickets, like from actual like WWE, because you'll get the email saying they're going on sale. By the time I logged on, it's like it's done.
Yo, they hooked you up, man.
Yeah.
I felt special. I felt special.
So you told us your section, so I was like, Zay, let's try to get tickets in their section, right? And so we were looking up them, and the tickets for them were a little bit higher than even better tickets at the time. So we're like, let's just hold off.
Yeah, we were holding off for what, maybe like a week? Like for at least a week, we were kind of checking every day, seeing how
And
the
then
price
Thursday, we're like, should we jump? We're like, nah, let's hold off. And then yesterday at about 4 o'clock,
4 o'clock is probably when we held off to.
we snagged 116, right? Rhodes for about $45 a show for the 2-pass, so like $90 total. The guy next to me said, how much did he say he paid?
Hey, you made him feel bad. He's like, I paid $700. I'm like, oh my gosh, you hurt his feelings.
Yeah, me too. He was like, I'm asking everybody. And I'm like, he didn't ask anybody. So I didn't ask somebody for him.
Oh man, you guys aren't even bargain hunters like that. You guys just pay whatever the value is.
Usually,
Was it a Black Friday sale or something at Ticketmaster?
It just came down. So anyways, we dislike scalpers. It's all their fault. We got to play this game because of the scalpers and reselling them.
Now, should we blame WWE a little bit? Did they lie about the ticket sales, or did they? Because at first it seemed like the show sold out like that day within the hour, like there were no tickets available, and now all of a sudden there's all of these tickets available.
Well, it's just
for
the secondary market. So like we got ours like in StubHub.
Oh, you guys.
So for
okay.
So for WWE, I think they've been sold out, and it's just what happens in the secondary market. It's not really.
Okay, I thought you guys went to Ticketmaster. I was about to be really pissed.
The first WrestleMania I went to was the one in New Orleans, and I was I was excited for that one, right? So I got my tickets right away. I think I paid like $750. I think it was for 2 days. I think it's when the 2 days started up.
Okay,
And
that's when Daniel Bryan won the belt, right?
yeah, and then Asuka lost to Charlotte.
Yep.
Upset about that one. I remember going there, and everybody next to me paid like half to a quarter of what I paid, and they're like, said, "Man, you got worked. It is a game to get tickets." So we got lucky. I mean, we shook the dice because we could have paid more, but it was a good win. It was a good win.
The only thing that doesn't work with these Taylor Swift tickets, man, these Taylor Swift tickets.
You out of luck.
Yeah,
Forever.
you paying $15,000, $2,000, $3,000 a pop. That's just what it is.
Because you want the ticket.
Yeah, it don't matter what time of the day. It could be an hour before the show, hour after the show.
He said after the show.
After the show, $2,000 sucker.
Just for the big stuff. Let's go down the Smackdown. So we were there last night. You watched it.
I watched it on TV.
There was 2 dark matches that we could touch on in a little bit. But any takeaways from Smackdown for you two?
Man, I love Santos Escobar's promo. I thought that was a highlight of the night. I believe that man when he was like, "You took my family from me." He was like, "I got a tattoo." I didn't notice the tattoo on his
LWO.
Yeah.
with that. So that was dope. But it's out. He wanted to kill Carlito. With that.
And the week before in the Scarface attire.
Yeah. To Tony Montana.
When Selena slapped him, it's all been so good.
Yeah. Oh man, did we miss anything? So I know a lot of the promo was in Spanish.
No,
that's what I said to him. So Carlito was like, I'm gonna do this in Spanish so it's very clear. and he goes down to it, and I turn to Zay, I'm like, what'd he say? And he said, just basic stuff.
You got the message. You got the message. Well, that's the energy with that mess right now. Everybody, I think, got the message there.
Yeah. Some of the crowd was like, oh. Like,
Yeah, they did Carlito dirty though.
like, what?
They did Carlito dirty though, because he's like, this will be my first WWE pay-per-view in like 13 years. And then 5 minutes later, he gets jumped and is now out the card.
So do you think he's legit hurt?
I don't think he's legit hurt, but they wrote him out.
But he is looking rough. Like, he's not like strutting down the ring. He is kind of like
how old is
wobbling down the ring.
Carlito?
I thought he was in great shape.
Yeah, he might look like he's in great. He's not walking straight, man. He looks like he's always walking on a limp to me.
So are you guys insinuating that they don't trust him in the ring? Or like right now, they don't think he's clean enough?
He is 44 years old.
Dude looks rough, bro.
They had Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan out there at 60, 70. So Triple H, he just retired because he had to. But interesting.
Well, Ric Flair's still doing it.
Yes,
Ric Flair
technically he's still doing it.
running out there.
So they're replacing Dragon Lee. He's going to take Carlito's spot.
Yeah, yep. And everybody loves Dragon Lee. Even in the fans here were like, this is the next Rey Mysterio. Everybody was going wild about him yesterday.
Yeah, we were talking a little earlier. We said Ultimo Dragon was kind of like his build or body type that we were getting a little bit from WCW days. So that'll be fun, man.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a super fun match.
But yeah, so you see, we could talk about that promo. We talking about Santos Escobar for.
What are they going to do next with him, do you think? So I would guess. Oh, actually, I don't know. I think Dragon Lee might win this match. Who do you think wins this match?
I would think you want to push Santos Escobar, man. He's a star, man.
I think so too, because you built them up so much over the past few weeks.
Everything I'm seeing is Dragon Lee's the next guy.
He lost to Dominic Mysterio though, like a month or two back for the
North
NXT title. Yeah.
So Escobar probably takes it. You're gonna say, okay.
I'll say so.
I think so.
That's the obvious answer. I'm going Dragon Lee. Give me the hate. They already hated my angle Lesnar take.
We started our predictions early, so that's okay though. But I would have had him over Carlito as well too, if he was fighting Carlito.
What else was takeaway? Butch.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be the breakup of the Ball and Brutes.
That's what it looks like. Looks like they're done. Sheamus is out with an injury, and these two guys got kind of split up. So that'll be good for Pete Dunne, even though I still call him Pete Dunne.
I hope they go back to Pete Dunne.
If he's going to have a singles run.
Yeah, he's going to be the chosen one not to pick because it looked like Ridge Holland's going to be the jobber because he's hurt a few people as well too, right? So
That never goes over well in the locker room.
Yeah, especially with the Big E thing. I don't know if Big E will ever be able to wrestle again.
Really? I did not know about that.
Yeah, that neck injury. There's been rumors with that. Yeah.
I did not hear that.
I didn't mean ruin you guys' mood. You guys.
I love Big E.
Yeah.
Too. I was waiting for him to come back.
Man,
He should at least come back as a promoter.
I'm sure he'll do something, but that's
he's not going to go out like that. He can do something with a New Day.
Absolutely.
So this is the question: do you think they ever give Xavier the belt?
Oh yeah, the last
heavyweight championship.
Yeah, the last member of the New Day
that
that doesn't have the world championship.
They gave him a run with the King of Xavier.
It kind of flopped.
It flopped a bit. King of the Ring with that. Not at this point, but who knows where his character could go.
Yeah.
He's a very talented guy.
He's great on the mic.
So,
but he's really big in the locker room. All like the backstage posts and stuff. The fan interaction.
Yeah, he has another video game channel as well too.
He can do it. He's really good. He's just a little small.
Yeah,
Kofi size, right?
No, Kofi's like probably 4 or 5 inches taller than him. Right?
Yeah, agreed. He might have a little more meat on his bones than Kofi.
Yeah, he's a little cock diesel though. All right, any other takeaways from SmackDown? I guess Becky and Charlotte. He was claiming that Charlotte's character hasn't developed and that hurts her as a wrestler. I'm saying that Charlotte is the standard, and why change the standard until you surpass the standard?
I agree with that. Yes, she's perfection. She
might be the best wrestler on the roster, men or woman, in my opinion. I think she's that good.
Bianca's pretty up there as well too. I always consider like Bianca like the African American version of Charlotte with that because she's perfection as well too.
But it's Bianca's job to surpass Charlotte. It's not Charlotte's job to surpass Bianca just based on seniority, right? You know what I'm trying to say? Because I would say that Bianca, she's up there for me as well because she's both gifted on the mic and in-ring ability. That's kind of very hard to find, but I think Charlotte is leaps and bounds. I think she is this, and until you pass this, she is the queen.
You guys really got me thinking. I'm humming. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't have my thoughts straight with that one. That's a very great question. I would say Charlotte, she's like her dad. Her dad never really changed his character too much either. He's always been a nature boy, Ric Flair, always over the top. She doesn't have to do that, in my opinion. I think we can say the same thing about Becky. Becky's character hasn't developed as much.
That's why I brought it up yesterday, right? Because yesterday it looked like they were having a little bit of character development, right? They kind of at odds, and they got to figure out how to work together. And they really made it the central point throughout the show for them. I'm like, oh, look at this, Charlotte getting some character development. That literally has never happened.
Right. They started and ended the show. I think they did the same as last week as well, too. They started and ended the show.
But Becky's wrestling is nowhere near the level of Charlotte's.
No.
Becky's
Becky's
in-ring
an average wrestler.
at best.
Yesterday, I had on my Becky Lynch shirt that I wore to WrestleMania, so I'm a huge Becky Lynch fan.
Yeah.
I love everything about Becky Lynch, but her center of gravity feels like it's at her ankle.
She
kind of
drops. She doesn't jump. She's stiff.
Me and you we like the bigger wrestlers as well, too. We're just a little biased with that. We love our Ultimate Warriors, our Biancas, our Charlottes.
They put on a show, though. I like the character development, though.
Yeah,
I really like the character development, both for Becky and Charlotte Flair yesterday.
So that might set up kind of a feud again between the two of them without a belt having to be involved. That could be something they push. Who knows?
Or with the storytelling that I like so much from Charlotte Flair or Becky Lynch, you could storytell them into the tag team champions and elevate those titles.
That would be dope.
I sure need the tag team right now. Who's that?
Piper and Chelsea Green.
They got a couple of backstage promos, I guess.
They've been the champions for about 4 months.
They had him for a minute, and they're not on anybody's radar.
A lot or not really?
They recently did a 4-way or 5-way tag match on Raw to determine the contenders, and I believe Natalya and her partner won. Don't ask me who her partner is.
We won't ask you. Natalya can't win the tag team
She
championship.
could. I mean, she just
Oh my
it.
gosh.
They're not going to give her the...
Has she been the women's champion before?
Yeah, it was a question I had. She's definitely been the Divas
She
champion.
was the Divas champion.
Oh, the new title, has she been the women's champion since that it was effective? I don't know.
I would say she deserves it, right?
Yeah, at least once. If she hasn't
For a
already.
little run.
Maybe she'll get her money in a bank way.
Natalya received her SmackDown Women's Championship rematch. The Clash of Champions was unsuccessful.
So she lost it if it was a rematch then.
But I don't think she did.
Hey, I don't know how someone corrects us on the blogs. Correct me.
Yeah.
Come for me, damn it.
So after the event, though, there was 2 dark matches, and they were probably the 2 best matches of the night, to be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
It was, you didn't end up seeing them, right, because they had to cut the program, but it was Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes versus Dom Mysterio and the C. Carter, JD McDonough.
JD.
You a JD guy?
No.
Okay.
Yesterday in person, he had a couple of really good moves.
No, he was
moving.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
impressive.
Jose was biting his lip the whole time. He was pissed, man. Yeah.
Yeah, we
That
tried
was
to
showing
play.
off.
No, he was doing good, dude, and he was getting the guys going. He was doing good.
Well, he's a full-fledged member now, so he probably got a little confidence.
His name's not on the shirt yet.
And I don't think anybody left. When I looked around yesterday, pretty much everybody was there. So they had a full crowd. And everybody was happy. Everybody was cheering. It was only a 2-hour show for SmackDown.
There was a lot of booing, man.
So everybody was
Dom brought the noise, and it was
Holy
not
cow.
inflated, man. It was.
Oh, that's legit hate
It's
right there.
legit. Hate,
Yeah, he's
man.
over.
I love it.
He's over.
Eddie would be proud.
What was the other dark match?
And then it was,
the women's.
Rhea Ripley and his girl.
Raquel Rodriguez. She was in there. She looked good.
Dude, she manhandled Ripley the whole time.
That was like, she was carrying her with
whole
like
time.
one arm. It was,
Rhea was afraid of it, man. Dom and JD had to interfere a couple times, actually, for her to win.
Okay. I wonder, is that going to be our next program?
I think that Raquel has to get a little bit more character development, but she's the realistic person to overthrow Rhea, unless she throws Charlotte.
Yeah, she's a stud. Like her, Bianca, I meant to throw her on the list when we were talking about Bianca and Charlotte as well, too. She's a legit stud. But yeah, she just needs more of that personality.
I think
Maybe a good heel turn.
beating Rhea would hurt Rhea too much.
Bianca,
I think Bianca and Rhea are viewed as pretty much like the same level. You know what I mean? Like with or without the belt, I would say like Bianca and Rhea are like the same dominant person. Sure. I don't think that they would really want either of them to bury the other one.
Well, that's a WrestleMania match, regardless what they do. So, and sometimes you have to capitalize on it when you have it as well, too, because they could go to other companies or get hurt. So I would love to see that at WrestleMania personally.
you got the stars, go for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then LA Knight showed up.
Yeah, he was the Grayson Waller effect, right?
Yep.
Oh, that was good,
That
dude.
was very good.
Actually, when
Austin Theory, your guy.
Austin, no, he's not my guy.
Austin Theory is now better without the United States Championship.
Yes.
He has fully grown into like his persona, and now he's like that guy that he wants to be, and he doesn't need the championship, which is really good.
I would say I like what they're doing right now, yeah.
I like them together. They both have that asshole personality, and it just clicks.
Yeah, I'm not a big Austin Theory guy, but
He was making fun of KO.
Jose thought that Austin Theory was actually KO when he was first walking out there. And I'm like, yo, that's not KO. Because KO lost some weight, dude. KO's looking good.
I made that comment. I said like, oh, I knew KO was getting slim. I didn't know he was that slim.
Yeah.
Did you guys catch that comment when he said,
I never looked better.
"Yeah, I never looked better"? He was like, "Yeah, like he was more fine with it." Yeah.
Joke's on you. I never looked better.
Hey, handsome devil.
Yeah. No, I thought that was a great pro. That was probably the highlight of the event, actually, I would say.
And then you brought up a great point about they mentioned LA Knight so many times because you said they were chanting for CM Punk throughout the night, right?
Oh, dude, CM Punk just
holy
the
cow.
entire time. And we speculate that's why they announced Randy Orton ahead of time, because there was rumors well back when surgery happened that he was going to show up for Survivor Series because that was roughly when he was going to be ready, right? And then there was rumors that it was going to be like he was going to show up the day of because everybody stopped talking about it. But everybody was talking about CM Punk the last like 2 months.
It's been nonstop.
That the WWE had to announce Randy was showing up just to stop the rumors. But they were just yelling CM Punk the entire time, man.
And it's Chicago, so you're here all day tonight, huh?
And it's like half. I remember last time I went to a show, people were trying to boo out the CM Punk chants with that.
Really?
Yeah, when I was out.
Oh, everybody was on, dude. CM was over.
I was trying to boom. I was trying to counteract them, but it was not working. Nobody was listening to it. It was hilarious. He was
like, no, boo.
I'm with Jose, man. I don't want to see him.
It's too much drama, and it's not going to end well, and it's going to be like a train track and a car crash at the same time. It's just,
At the same time.
It's a well-oiled machine with WWE. It's not a shit show like over AEW.
He brings too much drama, and it never ends well.
Tickets dropped at AEW.
He sells tickets. He sells tickets. He would sell tickets at WWE.
I was watching.
At the end of the day, money talks, and that dude brings.
I was watching on Wednesdays when CM Punk was on there.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And then they had him on. He was exclusively on the Saturday show, and I watched a couple of times. And then once he stopped, I'm like, okay. So yeah, point taken.
He's so toxic.
He is.
He's a cancer in the locker room. People don't want to be around him.
He's entertaining
drama. I said this
and that's
before.
what you're watching it for, right?
Yeah. You know, I said this before. I got my own real life drama. I don't need extra drama coming from my wrestling thing. What the heck?
That's fair.
We actually thought we ran into CM Punk one time.
Oh yeah,
Remember this story?
We got catfish.
No, we got catfish, dude.
Oh,
this is funny. So this had to be right after I tore my ACL. I was on rehab, right? So we both actually got bikes because I was living over in Lincoln Park, and that was right by the waterfront. So we would bike up and down the water park, like down to the pier and all that. And then one weekend we were biking, and it was kind of right around Oak Beach.
Yep.
And I turned to Jose, and I'm like, "Was that CM Punk?" Calling from the opposite direction. We were like passing it, like dude, shirt off, hair back. Like, is that
like
CM
tattoos,
Punk?
like in the same spots, some kinds of tattoos with the face, with the hair, everything.
Did y'all see the Pepsi Cola sign?
I know. I swear to God, it looked like he had it. I his shoulder too. Yeah, I'm like, was that CM Punk? And Jose was like, no. And then we went for like a quarter mile, and then we were like, should we turn around? Should we not?
Discussing.
Yeah,
and then
we were talking about it for like a quarter of a mile, and then we had to turn around, and we biked after him.
And then we hauled.
Yeah.
So y'all those
at least a mile, there, and we got up to him, and we were like, "That's not CM Punk."
Well, he would have hated you guys because CM Punk always complained about stuff like that. So yeah, you would have been a statistic.
I saw him.
He would have been a statistic.
Barbershop. I saw him at a Floyd's barbershop.
That was really him.
Yeah, it was really him. But I didn't say nothing to him, and he was like mad dickheaded. Like, yeah, I'm not a CM Punk guy. Like, he didn't say nothing to me, no interaction. But I saw him at a Floyd's barbershop, and he was not very polite.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't sound like he'll be cool like Roman Reigns or someone.
Yeah, Roman has some better PR training, I'd say.
Yeah, but we got catfished.
Yeah, that was funny though.
That dude had to know what he was doing because there was too many similarities.
Dude, it was like everything. Yeah, we hauled ass for like a mile to catch up, and we're like, nope, not him.
That's hilarious.
I don't even know what would we have done if it was him. Just kept on riding.
You might as well shoot your shot then.
I had nothing to say to him.
Clay, you don't like the guy.
I'm not a big CM Punk guy,
but you liked him enough to follow him.
Well, I mean, I'm interested to see. It was more of a hypothesis because we're like, no, it wasn't him. Oh, yes, it was. And we're like, let's go see. Yeah, all right. So Rhea Ripley, Zoey Starks, squash match.
That's all that is.
I think though they should give Zoey because they're trying to build Zoey Starks to be somebody. She should be able to give her a good fight. There's only 5 matches on there, so I don't think you can have too many squash matches. She'll give her a good 10-minute fight.
At least
but what are they doing with Zoey? And what's the plan for Zoey? She hasn't had anything other than being Trish's sidekick, right?
But I mean, she has some muscles on her. She has a nice physique, some guns, and she looks believable. And I know she's paired up with Shayna Baszler right now, so I would prefer them to be the tag champions, honestly, over Chelsea and Piper.
There you go. That's another pair that could go for the strap.
It's a real tag team.
Yeah, what are they going to do with Shayna? Because Ronda's now back on the independent circuit, so she's kind of doing the Ring of Honor and all of that.
I was about to say, I thought I saw something. Was she an Impact or Ring of Honor or something like that?
Ring of Honor, she did the Wrestling Revolver in L.A., and she showed up a couple other indie shows, and she seems to be, like, really embracing it now. It was kind of nice. She had a smile on her face, because, like, when she was in the WWE, she almost looked sad, man.
She hated it.
Yeah.
That was a terrible match to watch.
Oh, yeah,
the
fake MMA match.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was rough.
Horrible.
So Rhea Ripley, we're thinking that's the winner there, obviously.
Yeah, Rhea
Straight drop
Ripley.
there.
Of course.
Yeah. Do you think she needs any outside interference from Dom or no?
No.
You think she wins clean?
I think there's probably outside interference. I mean, that's the problem with Rhea now. Like, when she was originally the winner, she was kind of this dominant force, but now she's kind of turning into this cheap shot completely, right?
Well, now she's more like the backstage politics person now. She has Drew McIntyre in
She brokered that deal with Drew McIntyre, though. That was good.
Yeah.
It's a
You were saying something. What do they do with McIntyre with Judgment Day?
Oh, we can save that for the 5-man matchup, but I have a prediction.
Stay tuned. Okay, so then after Rhea Ripley, let's go into probably my most anticipated match, the Intercontinental Championship.
That's going to be fun.
Gunther versus The Miz. You think it's going to be a quick one?
no. I think it's gonna be a long match, and I think the Miz gets buried at the end.
Do you think
I think it's obvious The Miz gets buried, but I want The Miz to win it so bad.
that'll be the match that starts off the show? Or do you think one of the War Games
I
matches
think
will
that
start
one of the War Games starts and ends the show, right?
off? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or is that more setup? Or because then you have to set up the ring twice, right? How does that
I
work?
think they just bring it down,
Okay.
and you have a long promo. But
I don't know. I'm thinking now. I don't know. Logistically, how does that work? Because so we were at SmackDown yesterday.
Mhm.
Okay. There was only one ring up. They're not going to leave two rings up the entire time.
I don't believe so.
That'd be a little silly. And
No, the WWE's are pros. They can put up a ring in what, 5 minutes?
No.
No?
I bet you that's like a half-hour job.
I will time it at the show today when they come out, see how long it takes them.
Let's see, because I'm thinking they might have those back to back. That would
All
just make
right
more
at the end to
sense.
close out everything.
I'm thinking so.
But then
That's
the whole show
That's
is
a lot.
only
Yeah,
an
that's
hour.
Yeah, I'm more on the Zay side where it has to be open and ending because those are like the long matches.
They're gonna
And
have
like,
45-minute
dude,
matches.
so we're gonna have to go to the bathroom after one of those matches, and
It's true. We like our beer.
yeah, maybe there are two rings up the whole time. That sucks to be on the other side of that watching.
Well, like I said, we'll be some promos, or maybe LA Knight will do something fun for us backstage.
Oh yeah,
because he doesn't really.
it's wild that it's 5 matches, and unless they maybe announce like a match during, maybe they do something like that.
Yeah, there has to be a pre-match.
They haven't even announced a pre-match. That was a pre-match yesterday for SmackDown, and there's been no pre-match announced for Survivor Series.
Well, we saw them setting up the pre-show though last night.
Well, we know LA Knight's not a pre-match guy.
No,
no,
So
absolutely
that would be
not.
an insult. And KO, like they don't have KO on the show either.
Actually, yesterday I was thinking that was going to be added to the Survivor Series match because that program was so good at the beginning. I'm like, this is a good build-up. They do something at the end, and then the GM comes out all mad. But no, they give it to us right there.
Yeah, see right in there.
What
Exactly.
was your thought of that match?
I thought it was fun. It was a good match. Of course, the good guys win. With the fun, interact with the crowd.
We thought it was too long by like 8 minutes.
Well, you guys were there live, so I think it was 2 commercials.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we thought it was way too long. I mean, it was like it was very good. Then it got very bad. Yeah, it was like I was like almost like, oh, this is amazing. I can't believe they gave it to us. And then about 10 minutes into the match, we're like, all right, we're over it.
Oh,
LA Knight is still hot though.
He is.
The WWE has to do something. They got to do something
it
with it.
says rumors with him and Roman at a Royal Rumble, but we'll see.
That would set it up for Roman and LA at WrestleMania too. That they started a Royal Rumble, then, right?
So probably set up for Cody, right?
We were saying that. Like, are they gonna do that right now? Because right now, Cody doesn't need anything, man.
I love Cody right now.
Yeah, I do.
But as soon as Cody finishes the story, you give Cody the strap. Nobody gives a fuck about him.
No, that's not true because he has to keep the strap, and there's going to be that's like the journey is
He checked his box. No, he checked his box. His box is to get the belt.
the fun journey. Yeah, he's got there, but now what are you going to do to keep it? Like keeping it is harder than getting it. So
Well, he's showing it to be the exact opposite.
someone will show up. Braun Strowman will show up, and Roman Reigns.
I don't think it's gonna be Cody Roman at WrestleMania though. They just did that last year.
They did Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns how many times? You know,
Saudi
they don't care about
Arabia,
repetition.
back-to-back WrestleManias. Holy
They
cow.
don't care about repetition.
Last year's program. Remember?
Yep.
Show it to him, Zay. Boom.
Oh, and on the back, Rey Mysterio got into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Hope he gets better soon.
That Dax Santos. Well, he blamed Carlito.
That's good, though. If Rey's going to be out for a few weeks, elevate some other people from the LWO.
Yep.
But what is missing from this pay-per-view is entirely the bloodlining. I
Yeah.
thought they might include Solo in something, maybe
Jimmy.
bring in Jimmy.
Hey,
for some
there's a
shenanigans.
little Sami Zayn.
Yeah, a little bit of Sami Zayn as the...
Yeah, Sami Zayn is how we say it
Sami
here.
Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
And main event Jay.
John wanted to say a couple things about this Survivor Series program.
I like it, but it could have been more people on there. It was just a little selfish.
Because it's Survivor Series. It's meant to be a team event.
Yeah.
It's like the Royal Rumble. It's like a multi-people match.
And you got Sergeant Rhodes right here. Just
Yeah.
all about me. Right on. I guess you saved so much money, you was able to get you a program. Good for you.
Yeah. Oh, that's my one thing I get. I like to get the programs every year.
Make sure I don't.
Whoa, whoa.
What happened?
Look at that.
What we got?
Oh,
my
what
goodness.
is this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
goodness.
This
The
is
WWE.
deflation. Oh, my
Inflation
God.
right here. Cutting costs. What the hell? That's unreal. I didn't even notice that.
That was a fun impromptu moment.
What am I supposed to do with this? This is almost embarrassing. You can't do that.
Holy cow.
smaller.
Well, all the other ones are WrestleMania programs, so we'll see what they do for
Is
Philly.
the quality of the paper the same?
They're
or
not
is
going to do that to Philly.
Yeah, same quality.
it- Okay.
Smaller program.
How much did you pay for each?
Very disappointed. Same price.
Oh, same price.
20,
That's-
was
ooh.
it 20, 30 bucks?
$25.
There we go. How much was parking last night, just out of curiosity?
25 bucks.
25 bucks, about the same.
Oh my goodness! Don't talk about parking. 25. I mean, $25, whatever. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But
Getting out the lot.
getting out, we got bamboozled.
Yeah, we have no idea. It's never that hard to get out of the Allstate Arena. We were static, and I mean not moving an inch for at least 20 minutes.
I usually cut across some stuff, and because there's about 4 different exits. It's not one way in, one way out.
Well, we learned that about 20 minutes into staring into somebody's rear end. So then we did it. We popped the UE, and then we made it out in about 5 minutes.
Oh,
But
okay.
getting out was there. It was
Pain in the butt.
getting in the butt.
Fair enough.
All right, so back on topic. Gunther wins, right?
Yes.
Gunther wins.
Gunther wins
wins.
clean too, right? Or does he need?
I
help
want
from-
I want to push Gunther to the main event, so I hope Gunther wins clean, and we just establish him.
So who does he lose
That guy.
the belt to?
Oh, that's a good question. Who's the new guy for that holds the mid card Intercontinental strap?
Do you think it's LA Knight?
I think that would be a great.
I think it's Randy Orton.
Oh,
He been there, done that.
I don't think he's had this Continental one,
The Intercontinental belt.
the black one. So Randy doesn't want, but I think Randy's going to end up being the guy that's going to be the all-time world champion over Cena now at this point.
Think so?
I want it to be Cena. I always thought it was Cena, but I think it's going to be Randy now. So I think Randy's coming back at War Games. What are you going to do with Randy? I think he takes out Gunther, and that's a realistic guy to take out Gunther without hurting Gunther.
Interesting.
then RKO out of nowhere.
Is it going to be LA Knight? I think LA Knight's going to be a USA champion.
Okay. Who's the USA champion now? I'm having a brain fart.
I thought it was Ray.
No, he just lost it to Logan Paul.
Oh, Logan Paul.
Oh,
yeah,
That's right. That's
Where's
right.
Logan?
That's another champion.
So I think that's who LA Knight.
LA
I think
Knight
LA
beats, yeah.
beats Logan.
Yeah, because they're on the same show exactly. I mean, I wouldn't hate it if Miz won though. Miz,
Miz is the best Intercontinental champion of all time.
now you know the only way Miz could win is if his 2 associates from Imperial do something to screw up. That would be cool.
Oh, yeah, that's a good take.
Gunther needs a loss. I mean, he does. These guys need losses, man. You got to make these guys human.
And they're teasing the Imperial breakup anyway, because now the one guy's jealous of Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
So they're teasing that breakup as well too, just like the Bailey breakup.
The Bailey breakup. So why don't we just get right into that War Games? I think that this is where the starts of the implosion, right? We were not talking about that, but I think this is where Bailey goes face and she gets the title run that she deserves.
Think so? Well, she's definitely the odd man out in the group with that. So they're definitely.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, they're going to turn on her. They're just waiting to do so because they did not like the way the show started off. She accepted that match on her behalf.
They berated her in the back.
Yes,
in the
they
back,
did.
she was all excited. You saw when I did that, guys, and they're all just kind of upset about it. What
The women's champion. I love her little dirty looks, man. She has the best look. She just despises people.
I like Io Sky a lot. she looks like almost like a little kid that won the championship. Like, I mean, like it's just like hilarious. But
It's so good though, because like
so
Io Sky
good.
looks like she just fits in perfect. And she's just like the one that ended up with the championship, and she's just like doing her best.
She's
Doing
not
her
letting go.
absolute best.
She's happy to be here, and she's like, I got this.
I like her in the ring though, man. She moves. She moves
She
great.
does. She's smooth.
I like them. She moves better than Becky Lynch, in my opinion.
I think a lot of people move better than Becky Lynch, man. I think Becky got super lucky with the man promo. If Becky didn't have the man promo, she was out of the WWE.
I don't think she would have got fired.
She would have been mid-Carter though.
She was below mid-Carter at the end of like when she came in as the flyer or whatever with the goggles.
Yeah.
Like that was her character before she was the man. That wasn't lasting.
Yeah, but she just had to be herself a little more and get a little arrogance.
And she did it.
Yeah.
Not hating
put
on
on
her,
great
but
shows.
it's not because she's a good wrestler.
But people are still cheering her now. No, it's not. It's not. Looks small in there. She looks small. She doesn't look as sturdy as and it's not even just a taller wrestler. See, we just mentioned Io Sky. Io Sky looks like
Io Sky can move.
yeah, she's flying.
I like Alexa Bliss a lot. I want to see her come back, but she's pregnant, I think, right now.
Is she?
Or Carmella was pregnant. She just had her kid.
Carmella they just
Hey,
had the,
Corey Graves, you said they gave him an interest.
Yeah, he was very happy to be back.
He said on TV that he hasn't slept in 16 days.
That's the one thing I wish we could integrate is the announcing with the stadium. That's the one thing I wish we had when we're there, even though I do like the atmosphere. I wish we could always hear the commentating, but I don't know how you integrate that.
Oh yeah. When you're
I
at
miss
the
it with
live shows,
football.
you don't get the.
Even at football,
Yeah, I
I
miss
wish.
it with football,
Yeah,
too.
I understand. I think that wouldn't be that hard to integrate though through the speaker system, but I don't know why they wouldn't.
I see why they don't do it. Because, there's a lot of conversation going on. You don't need a man or woman talking in the background loudly.
So the War Games, Bailey, Io Sky, Sari Zayn, and Asuka versus Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Shotzi, who had a killer
She's having
promo.
the time of her life.
Yeah,
right now.
dude, she's
She is
having her
loving it.
living
She
her
is
best
loving it.
life, man.
Giving good
Good for you.
promos.
Great promos, man. Yeah.
I mean, these teams are absolutely stacked.
This is a Survivor Series matchup. I wish it wasn't just the Damage Day. I wish it was kind of a hodgepodge, but I guess Sari Zayn is a little bit out there because we haven't seen her in a minute. Yeah, I'm excited to see this. Who do you think's going to take this?
Ooh, this is a good one.
It's going to be fun. I think that Team Charlotte and Team Bianca will win because Bailey and Asuka won yesterday, correct? Didn't they win the match?
Yep.
Yeah. So Cersei's that. And then they're going to blame, I think Bailey takes the pin. And
You think Bailey takes the pin? Okay.
I think Bailey takes the pin. And I think that this is the beginning of the end for her. And she will be excommunicated.
Excommunicated.
Yeah, I agree with that. Unless Bailey causes Io Sky to potentially get pinned because she was trying to help Io or something like that.
Yeah, that's a possibility. I think there'll be a few moments where Charlotte and Becky interact where it's weird, where they question if they can trust each other or not. So, but they'll get over it. They're not going to lose twice, 2 times in 2 days.
I'm honestly 50-50 on this one. I would prefer if something happens during the match. If we're going to build a storyline, just build it up during the match and have somebody turn or leave the ring. So, but there's a lot, right? It could be Charlotte Flair, it could be Becky, it could be Bailey, it could be just everybody leaving Bailey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like everybody just walks out and says, Bailey, you take it, and then she just catches them hands.
We've never seen anything like that before.
Everybody just turns on her and just walks.
Everybody just walks away, right?
Dang.
So, but yeah, I'm calling it 50-50 on this one. If I had to pick, it'd have to be Team Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Bianca Belair.
Let's go with that. Yeah, Team Chauncey.
Yeah, that's a team I'm taking as well.
Cool.
Then why don't we get into the men's War Games as well?
The world champion, Seth freaking Rollins, teaming up with Cody Rhodes and main event Jey Uso and Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
And as we've learned, also Randy Orton. They're taking out the Judgment Day. So both of them, it's kind of like this high-powered teams against an established team.
I was super excited to see him yesterday, and we just didn't get to see
We
him.
just got the announcement.
Now, is it Judgment Day plus Drew McIntyre, or is it?
Yeah, Drew got acted.
Well, I know that,
But is he an official member? Is he like in the JD McDonough era?
'Cause
Or
he's
he's
official
trying
now.
out.
He's official.
You say McIntyre's official or JD?
No, JD.
JD's not on the T-shirt.
Yes, well, he's not on his T-shirt yet, but they had the moment.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Okay.
in tryouts anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, he's full fledged. And they made Damian
They did the
Priest.
spit-
They made him do the
They did a spit handshake.
something like that.
Okay.
They made Damian Priest. It was like you're the one that's going to deliver this good news, and that was wonderful.
And it was wonderful. I don't think Drew needs that. I think he's all in then if he's with them, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you ask my opinion, now I guess I wonder if it'll be 2 betrayals in War Games. That would be interesting.
Ooh.
But I think that Damian Priest gets betrayed. And,
Really?
And Drew McIntyre is the new leader of Judgment Day on the man's side. That'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've been teasing that as well, too. There's been a power struggle between Damian and Rhia over these past few weeks about who's the leader. And there's supposedly no leaders in Judgment Day. But
Damian needs his own run, so I wouldn't mind seeing that.
And he still has the briefcase. Still
has
more money in the bank.
And he's a big dude. And
He is
just
huge.
doesn't
6'6".
need that stable. I think Finn hurts him more than helps him.
yeah, him and JD, he got his buddy. He got his main partner with him now. So, and then
They
you got
won yesterday.
Yeah, they did. And Drew McIntyre is more of a threat. I think you want him in your stable more than Damian Priest at this moment, even though Damian Priest is a very gothic-looking guy, and he fits that Judgment Day persona perfect. But, you know, I think Drew he's in a part where he needs a character change as well, too. So maybe we might start, maybe we might see him start seeing some mascara, some makeup on, going crazy.
All right, so that's it for the card. Like we said, it was pretty short.
Only 5 matches.
Yeah. But
Something's got to get added.
It'll be 3+ hours. WWE is good for a 3+ hour show. There'll be some promos. I'm sure LA Knight will be somewhere in the show. Got to have KO somewhere. The Bloodline, like you said, Jimmy and Solo's nowhere in the show. No Paul Heyman with that.
No Paul Heyman.
So we're getting cheated a little bit.
Yeah, I do feel like we're getting, especially if we were paying the ticket prices like that for the 200 level.
You guys gotta be quiet. You guys,
Paul's nowhere to be seen.
you guys deserve to see NXT right now. You get 2 for 1
at the
special.
Performance Center.
AEW, that's where you guys need to be at.
Real quick before we sign off, your favorite wrestling moment?
My favorite wrestling moment of all time, I would have to say when Stone Cold Steve Austin won the championship when Mike Tyson was the enforcer when he went against Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels got punched out by Mike Tyson, and he turned because Mike Tyson was a part of DX, and he turned on him with that, and him and Mike Tyson drank some beer and did the whole thing. So that was awesome. I think that was actually one of the first events that my mom actually bought for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, to able to watch it. 'Cause, before they had pay-per-view, so those events used to be like $30-$40. And
we were saying how hard it was to get to even watch them.
I'm sure before they had it where you could watch a Scribble channel or so, and you could possibly hear it a little bit. But
Yeah, so you turn it to like channel 3 or 4. It'd be like all the scribbles.
Oh,
Like you put on the aux cable just coming from the wall. You get a little something.
it's like a radio show or something. So
That's exactly what it was.
I mean, the first show I watched that was a Survivor Series. The one match I remember was Kane versus Mankind. It must have been like Survivor Series 1996. That might have been the one where Bret Hart got screwed with that whole Vince McMahon thing. But I remember watching that Scribble. That was fun. But yeah, to answer your question, Stone Cold versus Shawn Michaels comes to my mind.
That's a real good one.
Second one, honorable mention is
Well, now you're just getting greedy. Yeah, go ahead, let's hear it.
Undertaker throwing Mankind off the cell.
Oh, that's a fan favorite for sure. Yeah, I didn't see that one live. I'm not gonna lie. Love seeing it, but I didn't see that one live.
I want to say that was King of the Ring, 1998, and that's just off the dome. I might be wrong with the year, but I know that was King of the Ring.
Let them know. Let them know.
And that's the Survivor Series card. Thank you, Jon Whigham, for joining us once again for another premium live event pre-show.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Yeah, so we'll see you at the show. I think we're gonna get lunch or dinner beforehand.
Yeah, Giordano's.
And I there. We'll see you there.
All right.
It's a compound, baby.